everyone, made it back to Athens. So what's today's video? Well, we're gonna look at the expenses after leaving Maison and making it back to Athens. I'm gonna write them down as expenses, but I haven't even looked at them. So continue watching. Let's see what I spent just to make it back home. I'm not even home yet. It's the first part of the trip. Continue watching. It's gonna be very interesting. Like I said, I have no idea what I've spent till now. Got this? So I can write it down. And one of the challenges did finish, and it was a success. I spent less than $700 while in Canada all these months. And the last few days I wasn't spending. But, here's the but. I had to pay for my luggage. It was a day and a half trip. So let's see what I've spent. First, I'm going to stop the video, go into my bank accounts because everything was put on a credit card. And I might get some money back. So the minuses might become plus at the ends. And the second challenge, which was $10,000 in dollars, is almost done. And the year's not over. We got another half a year left. So yay. Let me figure out what I've spent till now, and I'll tell you guys all about it in a few seconds for you, in about an hour for me. But it was an exhausting trip, and I might tell you all about it in this video or another video. Not sure yet. Not sure yet because I'm back in Greece and another adventure is about to start. Let's see. Okay, now it's about an hour later for me, a couple of seconds for you. Are you ready to see what it actually cost me? But, there's a but. I'm going to explain everything, but I might be getting some money back. Might. Some of it I am, some of it I'm not. But was it a 2-day trip? God, it was exhausting. So let's see what I spent. 2 days of traveling. From Charlevoix to Montreal Airport, Charlevoix while working, finishing work at 10:30, taking the bus at 11:15, making it to Charlevoix at midnight, changing clothes, calling the security guard to give him the keys, him coming up picking me up, I'm lucky, taking me to the bus, traveling all the way to Montreal with a bus stop. I didn't get anything. But at the Montreal airport and the Toronto airport, and from the Athens airport to my son's house, what I've spent till now. But like I said, I might be getting, not might, some of it I am getting back, some I'm not. So we're just going to put minus, and when I do receive the money, I'm just going to plus, so we can go back to being our regular, like one of the luggages was $75. So that luggage, I know I'm getting back at some point. In 2 weeks, in a month, I'm getting it back. So it's going to be minus for now, plus when I receive it. So we can keep the challenges going like they're supposed to be going, and not doing the plus minus on things that I'm going to get back. So let's see what I've spent in 2 days. Even I freaked out now. Even I freaked out. Are you ready? Let's do it. On my son's couch, a blanket to keep me warm. I've been feeling chilly because this travel actually killed me. So let's see it. Sunday. Flying back home to Greece. So as we can see, we have $175. That's how much Air Canada charged me for 2 luggages. Then we have Montreal Airport coffee. Yeah. I was so exhausted falling asleep, so I went and got a coffee. And I also got 2 donuts and 4 Timbits at Tim Hortons. I had them for breakfast, even later. And I also had them from Toronto to Athens on the plane. I had the last donut and the last 2 Timbits. That was a good purchase. At Toronto, I got a coffee. $4.59. It's like $5 for a coffee, people. It's not even worth it, but I needed it. And $5.59 for a piece of pizza. Yeah, a piece of freaking pizza. Like almost $10. Are you kidding me? But it was like afternoon and I was about to faint. That's how bad I felt. It's like tired, hungry. The donuts and the Timbits didn't actually do the job, plus the 2 coffees. So being starved all day, this was afternoon, I got it. So I spent $199.74, and I just did it on euros. But you see, the 199 is 135, so that didn't seem that bad. But just that, it's like, ugh, God. On to Sunday, because my trip did not, on to Monday, because my trip actually lasted longer. So let's see. From the airport, I had to go to my son's house. I paid $78.50 for the taxi. Yeah, I could have used the metro and buses, but with 2 humongous luggage, a backpack and a purse, and me being deprived of sleep, I don't even know how to get here. Arriving at Johnny's, because it's Monday now, I haven't had anything to eat. It's like I'm starving. I ordered 2 pizzas, one for me and one for them, my son and his girlfriend. Also did it in euros, and I paid for my Greek cell phone 18 euros, which is 26.53. I don't know why I wrote the 2 there. So it's $128.86 that I spent on Monday. Yeah, taxi, lunch, and my cell phone. Or 87.44 in euros. Dollars, euros. Looking now at how much I spent in 2 days, it's like, oh God, what did I do? But like I said, I had to pay for my luggage. I could not go to Canada and come back from Canada and not bring shoes, underwear, socks. It's like, yeah, I left with 2 luggage, I came back with 2 luggage, nothing extra. I didn't buy anything. A piece of clothing, nothing. So it's like, yeah. The coffees, I kind of am regretting buying them, but they were a need. Not a want, they're a need. Remember, I finished work at 10:30 at night, took the 11:15 bus from work. There was no other bus. That's how I've been working all season, to get at Maisonneuve, where I was living, at midnight, to start my journey. Traveling all night in the bus, another bus of course, just to make it to the Montreal airport 6 hours later. Like, it was a hectic trip, and starting a day and a half trip. So yeah, the Timbits and the donuts, well, that was my breakfast, which I only had 1 donut, 2 Timbits for my breakfast, put them in my purse, and had them on the airplane. Yeah, I literally had them on the airplane, the other donut and 2 Timbits, from Toronto to Athens. Because the food they were serving, it wasn't actually, it didn't even fill me up. It was like a little thing with 4 or 5 pieces of chicken and some potatoes. I was hungry. And of course, in the Toronto airport, I got a slice of pizza for 10. Yeah, almost $10. I was chatting with a friend while walking. I was in Toronto, they're in France, and I go to them, I can't chat with you, I'm gonna faint. So I went and got a piece of pizza, sat down by the terminal, and I was eating. And they're like, why are you gonna faint? It's like, I'm starving. I haven't had something to eat all day except a donut and 2 Timbits and 2 coffees. And they go to me, are you crazy? Eat, we don't want you to die. And then I had the airplane food, like I said. And I needed a taxi to get to my son's house. There's no way I was going to take the metro and the bus and get lost in Athens. Just to save, let's see, it was 53 euros. And I was going to save like 20 at the end. And probably have to walk a lot. When I was close to here, find another taxi just to bring me home. And probably spending more hours on the road than needed. So I think I did pretty good. I'm still kind of like, bummed for spending the money, but not. So I'm waiting to hear your opinion. Did I do good? Did I do bad? Oh yeah, the 18 euros or 26 something dollars, my cell phone. I cannot be using the Canadian cell phone. I have to actually be using the Greek one so I could talk to my daughter, my mother, friends and family in Greece. So yeah. I think most of my expenses were needs than wants. Okay, the taxi was a want because I didn't want to put myself in bigger jeopardy than just taking a taxi from the airport and coming here. Because if I had done it anywhere else, I would have been even 2 hours after then I arrived in the house and probably lost somewhere and spending more money at the end just to find the way here. And today I'm going shopping with my son to Jumbo. Of course I'm going to spend money. Not a lot, but I am going to spend some. Easter's coming and I'm bringing my daughter to Athens. Yeah. I promised her I didn't get her any gifts from Canada, but I am going to buy her gifts in Athens. So let's see. Tomorrow we're buying tickets to make it down to my house. Then in a week or get my hair dyed. I'm doing a lot of things. Then putting fuel in my car. Then in a week or two, I'm taking my daughter from Evia to Athens. So it's 2 tickets to get here. Her shopping plus 2 tickets back to home. We have expenses and I really don't care. So let me hear. Am I doing good or bad?